Let's go to Christine in San Antonio, home of the Alamo, and Pee Wee Herman's bike in the basement. What's up, Christine?
Hey, Dr. D, how are you?
Partying, man. What are you up to?
I am in crisis management mode, but I am okay.
Oh, man. I got you. I don't know if I got you or
Thank
not.
you
I just like to declare that.
I hope you do. That's why I'm calling.
So what's up? What's up?
First of all, I just wanted to tell you thank you for doing the Lord's work. I do miss your horse noises. We unfortunately missed you in San Antonio and your Christmas edition of your Questions for Humans.
What?
So hopefully we'll get to do both soon. I know. I saw it and I meant to order it, and then I waited for the Black Friday sale. They were all gone. So
I think there's a deck over there on the customer service counter. If it's there, Jenna will get it and mail it to you. Okay?
You're the sweetest.
You'll
Thank
get
you
it.
so much.
You'll get it after Christmas. But if they're sold out,
well, it's fine.
If they're sold out, they're gone already. Good gosh. Okay, never mind. They're sold out. They're nodding to me.
That's all right.
My
you
bad.
Tried. I appreciate it.
All right. Well,
hopefully we get to see you next time you're in the area. So,
awesome. I got an event. I got an event
appearance.
coming up in Austin in a few weeks. Maybe y'all can come up then.
Yeah. We'll definitely try to make that happen.
Very cool.
So my old question was, and if you give me, I'm sorry, I have it written down. 2 minutes, I will get through this spiel, and then I'm all yours.
All right, spiel it up.
Thank you. My old question was, in my situation, does love look like sending a Christmas card or not? However, things have changed. My younger sister went off the charts. She's breaking ceilings in all the wrong kinds of way. Our family values growing up do not reflect this behavior. A few months ago, she blindsided our family and acted erratically, left her own home, and lived with friends that no one knew she had. She's found to be using drugs. Then last night, she reaches out and asks us for help. So my new questions are, what kind of mental health professional can I reach out that can give her the help she needs? Someone who can actually determine facts from fiction, as she is a very convincing liar and could be hiding truths out of fear of repercussions from the people she's staying with. 2, is there a way to get a mandatory mental health evaluation, possibly while a medical exam is being conducted? Is that something medical professionals can enforce? Because we've tried to get assistance from local PD from multiple occasions, and we've been met every time with a lot of resistance and no help. And overall, if you have any other recommendations, I'm an open book. The situation, my sister cut off the family. She became involved in suspected criminal activity, started using meth a few months ago. She made it painfully clear that she wants nothing to do with any biological family or lifetime friends. She recently gave up permanent custody of her son. It was a fight to protect him, but we did it. When it comes to her, she's an adult who's very sick and needs help, but the law's not helping us at all. I'm done. Back to you.
So first, I just want to say I'm sorry, because I can tell that you love your sister.
Yeah.
And Christmas is going to have a big hole in it this year.
Yeah, it's been hard.
Yeah. And she's probably...
I'm the one in the family who's helping. I'm the emergency management manager.
Who gave you
really
that?
Been helping my
who
family.
gave you that role?
I was put in that role. I naturally fall into it. Everybody listens to me.
Okay.
So I would say I rise to the occasion because that's.
I would suggest you resign your position immediately.
Okay.
Okay. The first thing out of the gate, I want you to really work on, and this might be you writing a letter to your sister that you're never going to send.
Mm-hmm.
This might be your 12-year-old self writing a letter to your 10-year-old sister, however old the age difference is between the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
But there won't be any healing until you switch off your judgment switch and you switch on your I'm with you switch.
Okay.
Okay. Everything in your letter from what you just read, everything from this isn't the family values that she knows, and she's doing this, and she's doing this, and I'm trying to do this, says it's from a position of she's a puppy who keeps peeing in the floor, and I don't know how to get her to stop, and I'm her owner. And I understand how somebody who is methed out of their mind and they're abandoning their family and their children, it feels like the pipes just burst in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But if you bring that chaotic energy to somebody who's struggling with addiction like this, that energy is jet fuel for the problematic behaviors. And there's a lot of there's a lot of research about it, and it gets a lot of bad press. But healing from addiction, healing from drug use, almost never comes from upping the aggression ante. Okay. That's number one. So I want you to take off any sort of superiority. Maybe begin to ask yourself the question, what in bloody hell happened in her life? Things you know about, things you may not know about. That this is how she's got to get through her day.
Okay.
What in the world happened? And my guess is you probably know some of it. And my guess is there may be a couple of things that your eyes would pop out of your head if you heard.
Yeah.
Either or, right? All that to say is it just changes the posture to get your butt in here to, I really love it if you came home. That's two different propositions, right? So that's number one. Number two, I know you're right in the middle of it, and this is hard. I want to back out and respect what the police officers are doing, even though it's super frustrating. Our entire system is based on not taking away somebody's civil rights. And so the threshold to look at another adult and say, you have lost the privilege of being in control of your own life. That's the premise of this country. However screwed up we've gotten it. And make no mistake about that. We've screwed that up for years and years and years. But that's one of the foundational premises. And so to get a government agency to take away agency from another adult is very, very hard. That bar is very high. And usually it's harm to self or others. And there is a pretty significant bifurcation between mental health. If you have schizophrenia versus you're an addict. Our approach to addiction in this country is still very punitive. You are breaking the rules versus you're sick with a disease.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And so if your sister had schizophrenia, or you might have a better chance of getting medical power of attorney over her, or having her some sort of involuntary commitment if she was, experiencing suicidal ideation or anything like that. Having a sister who's doing meth, it's going to be very, very hard outside of she gets busted with meth and she goes to jail and has to clean up there.
Yeah, we actually tried that, and the police were not helpful at all. We're just trying to get her removed from the environment that she's choosing to be. Chose homelessness for the last 48 hours, completely hungry and starving and frantic. And
why is she making that choice? Is it because she's?
That's a great question.
Is she still high? She's still not in her right mind?
I suspect she's not in her right mind, and we called police, and I officially requested a medical eval on site, and they just said, well, there's not enough indicators here, and you're a shitty family for not helping her, like taking her in and stuff.
Okay.
So
what does that look like if you do bring her home? Will she come home or will she?
At the moment,
okay.
I mean, she may or may not, but I don't trust her. I don't trust that she won't stab me or something like that.
What in your world have given you inclination that she is violent?
She gets erratic, and she's already made a false police report against my brother for beating her and our family for beating her when nobody has. That those charges obviously got dropped. But I just can't trust her in my own home because she's happy to create false CPS reports, police reports, you name it.
Okay. And the few times this situation has happened in my life, not with family members, but with people who I love close enough that I consider them family. I have resorted to two things, and it's very, very difficult. Number one, writing a letter. And the reason I write a letter is so they can hold on to it. And it has amazed me how people have hung on to those things. When they literally hang on to nothing else, they hang on to these. And the letter starts with, I love you and I miss you. That's how the letter starts.
Yeah.
And when you're ready, I'll be here.
Yeah.
And the second thing is you got to open your hands and let go, because she is clearly communicating, I'm an adult and I do not want you in my life.
Unless it's convenient.
Yeah, exactly. And so if she's holding something that says, when you are ready, Because helping somebody who is abusing drugs, helping somebody who's struggling with alcohol intake, somebody who's struggling with any number of things is right and good and hard. And those people don't have a right to be abusive to you. Right? So it's easy for the cops, to whatever police officer said, well, you're just a scumbag family for not taking them in. Yeah, she doesn't have a right to come to your house and verbally harass you or to make fake reports or to beat you all up or anything like that. So when she's ready, it might be that you will pay the first week of, or you will get with the family and y'all will have the funds to make sure she can go to rehab. Because that's where her first stop's got to be at a 30-day inpatient treatment facility.
Yeah, we're doing that right now. I've got some treatment facilities lined up, and I'm hoping I can convince her. I mean, obviously I can't talk her into going if she doesn't want to go, but I'm going to present the options, and if she says yes, take her there. Yeah.
I'll drop you off.
Yep.
And I'll be the first one picking you up, cheering you when I'm allowed to. But I can't make you do this. I can't. I can't. I'm not your parent. I'm just someone who loves you, and it's killing me to watch what's happening. Who got custody of her child?
My parents.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Me too.
And I'm going to tell you one more thing that is also hard to hear. You're also still allowed to enjoy your Christmas.
Yeah.
And every time you smile or laugh or put joy in the world or overtip a waiter or waitress at some restaurant, you're injecting beauty into the world. You're not violating something. You're not ruining something. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that. I would do the best I could to laugh as much as I can, as hard as it's going to be, to go over-serve and over-give and have fun with my kids. I would try my best, as hard as it's going to be, because the alternative is she's having a miserable Christmas holiday because she's hurting so badly and she's making some tough, dangerous, scary, bad choices. And I guess I'm just going to choose to be miserable too. See how that didn't help anything?
No, and we've been, as a family, this has been a shared family trauma from the start. Yep. We've been very intentional about still celebrating our ups and downs. There's been a lot to celebrate. Cool. It's just with a lot of it's a roller coaster.
Yeah. I would, if I was you, to go back to my original thing, I would resign my position as the family crisis responder.
Okay.
It's not your job. It's your mom and dad's job. Yeah. And if they choose to not do that, cool. I'll choose to be a sister. But I'm not going to be the person that coordinates all the phone calls and all the stuff and all this, because what you're doing is, you're getting your self-esteem from being the hero, and that's a dangerous place to be. The second thing is you are trying to control the behaviors of a whole bunch of different adults, and it's exhausting and it doesn't work.
Yes.
And they all end up resenting you. And it's not even you that did it, but they resent you. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, God, Christine's calling again. Oh, great. Christine going to be asking us for her. Just quit. And I would use that language. Hey, family, I'm resigning from this crisis responder. That's not my job. My job is to be your daughter. My job is to be her sister. Those are my two jobs. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do them really, really well. And then I'm going to move on from there. And you're going to have to heal from hero complex because you can't save all these adults. The only person on planet Earth you can control, unfortunately, is you. Let's make sure you're well and you're whole. And we're down from the position of judgment. We're not at, we are with. And then when she's ready, she'll know you're safe. And God, it's the worst. I'm so sorry. Don't quit fighting for her. Don't quit fighting for her. But don't lose yourself in the process.